What's up? What's up? So, day two of cutting my run short due to the weather. Now, upon first optic, it looks beautiful out here, right? But, so this is a neighborhood that I live in Sydney, and like yesterday, they're burning. So, in preparation for bushfire season, one of the seasons we have here in Sydney that probably doesn't make the news a lot is it's hard to breathe. Things burn all the time. So it might sound counterintuitive, but to prepare for bushfire season, they do a thing called backburning. So they actually do planned burns of specific neighborhoods that are more susceptible to catch fire when it's really hot. So the thought process is if they could burn them a couple months before they naturally burn, it'll help mitigate the damage that the natural fires will cause. Anyway, all in all, it's smoky out here, so you can't breathe. What do you guys think about a lot of the major media outlets saying now that Terence Crawford might not take the rematch with Errol Spence? This is kind of like a good way in between fights for these media outlets, websites, Boxing News Online, Boxing Source, to stay relevant in between big fights, is by creating headlines like Bud Crawford might not take the rematch with Errol Spence. Dun dun dun. Wait for it. And here's why. It's pretty cool back there. Here's why. They claim that Bud Crawford has been speculating that the rematch clause that was signed says whoever wins the fight gets to A, pick the weight class, and then B, pick the purse. And then whoever loses the fight only gets to activate the rematch clause if need be. So we know that the rematch clause was activated by Errol. And as of this morning, I think we all just assumed that the fight was going to take place, obviously at 54, based on conversations that Crawford has had with the media and Errol. But if you go to Boxing News Online, if you go to boxingscene.com, they're now suggesting that, kind of to be a dick of sorts, Crawford doesn't have to take it at 54. He could force Errol to take it at 47. The big question for me is, why would Bud do that? You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. was the only guy that gave Bud an opportunity when Bud was asking many fighters for that chance. Errol was the only guy. So you got to think, that Bud Crawford will do the same for Errol Spence Jr. Only time will tell.